Welcome to Walletopia. We appreciate you being here. Of course, as always, go to walletopia.info to register. You won't regret it. Remember, this is where you come when you want to know anything and everything there is about the world of wallets. Walletopia. So remember that. Now, today, I'm going to take you through my carry experience with the Dango A10 single pocket sleeve wallet. But before we get into any of my general assessments, likes and dislikes, let's just do a quick review of the features of this. If you've seen the full review, which you can see right up here, you notice we went into greater detail. We'll just do this quickly, but this is the modular component of the A10, which stands for Adapt. And it has a main feature, this slide and rail system here with these nodes right at the top here. And these are flexible so that when you put in cards or one of these adaptable pieces, this is the single sleeve, there's also a bifold. It clicks into place as you heard there, and you also feel that. And so with this on the front we have cards. This is a single sleeve, so we have a card slot on the front here. This is not RFID. Yes, I know, good. And if we slide this open, because we have the rail opportunity, we have this cavity here. And this cavity is where generally you'll want to put cash if you carry cash. Most Dango wallets use a silicone sleeve, a strap they have there. This is the first time we have something I think that really works well, and you can put that in there. The one thing to look at though is that this is a pass-through, meaning that in the back here you can see the cards. So if you have no cards, then this opens all the way through. So let's look at that. Flip it over. On the back here we have a more secure and probably a longer term carry location for cards. It also has that node at the top there that gives you that security capability, and cards just don't come out of this, which is great. We like to see that. And with that, we also have the traditional little lanyard hooks up in here that is known for with Dango, and also on the bottom. And this back here is RFID. So you have a non-RFID in the front and RFID in the back. And that is a quick review of the features of the Dango A10 single sleeve. As mentioned, an item I found really curious is kind of the confusion around the RFID claim made with this D-Tex material in the wallet. If you look at the S-Series description of D-Tex, which is used, it indicates it's RFID. I don't know if it's a separate piece that works with this or not, but it wasn't explicitly on the A10 description, so I wasn't sure if it was or wasn't. During my carry test, I can tell you that it is not RFID. I was able to tap pay, and it was wonderful. Now, the Dango has been leaning into the insert and click card holder here, this feature, once they did their rail wallet, and it's really good because it keeps the cards from falling out. It's awesome. Now, designed and manufactured in the United States, I know that the A10 is more slender. It's not as wide as most other Dango products. I really like that because it just made it easier to carry. All right, fine, I'm getting into it. Now for my likes. I do like the fact that this is narrower than a traditional Dango wallet. It just makes it feel more natural, like a traditional wallet. And it feels really nice, sits in your pocket. And this is one of the lightest feeling wallets from Dango I've had experience with. And I really like the compact nature of the adapt capability, this slide right here. I mean, I really love this slide opening, which has this cavity space in here for cash or really anything else. And I really love the ability to tap pay with the front of this. And the slider mechanism is really from, the adapt portion of this is what really makes this a nice offering, because you have so many different options that you can use with this base with different tops. Of course, this is the point. You have the arrow, that's what slides, that incorporates it into this mechanism right here, and you go click and you're there. But again, that is what I really like about this, is that flexibility and modularity of the product. Kind of acts as a fidget spinner too, because you can just move it like this. It's like open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. You can do that in your pocket a lot. And so, anyway, it's kind of a fun toy. So now my dislikes. Now, more of a concern than a dislike. I was waiting to mention this until I was able to carry this wallet, and it's kind of how the plastic connection piece on this top accessory, how it would really hold up over time with the metal system, the rails below it. Now, these two things are in play, as is obvious when we look at this right here. So we take this cash out, look at this. You can see that, it's got the rail. We know that, we demonstrated that. And we've got plastic. We've got plastic along here that's being used as the friction mechanism with metal here. Now, over time, I mean, really, I imagine it would be okay. I mean, it's not like hopefully you're sitting here doing this all day long, unless you fidget like I do, and maybe you do that, because this plastic would wear out over time. I think that is a given concerning the different materials that are used here. But besides that, the other thing that I didn't quite like is that it starts to rattle. And I had that concern when I did the review, but I wanted to carry it first. And let me show you and hear it and see if you can hear it. Okay, see that? There is a little bit of play between where this top locks in underneath these top nodes there in the slide rail. And so there will be a little play there. This didn't bother me at all. I didn't really think it was going to be a big problem, and it really wasn't. But you know, if you like things to be really tight, this isn't something that you might like or could get by with, and it may bother you enough that you can't have this wallet. Overall, I carried this wallet for probably over 3 weeks, and I actually like it. I really had no concerns with it other than a few things I talked about. And so if you really want to understand Dango products more and a little of their environment, take this one for a test drive. I think this will give you a good introduction to Dango if you have wanted but not quite sure how to get into it. And there you go. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments below. We appreciate you being with us today. We'll see you in the next review. Bye.